The Cash Flow Cruncher is a comprehensive spreadsheet that's used to manage your income and expenses on a monthly basis. And it has preset formulas which calculate some of the most important information that you'll need to make the best financial decisions and then use the techniques that we're teaching you throughout this series. As part of our continued effort to improve our videos, and as a thank you to our visitors, we've made the Cash Flow Cruncher tool available completely free to all VIP site visitors who submit their feedback after viewing the full training series number 1, 100% Debt-Free for Life. Now, if you've already watched the majority of the short video tutorial chapters in this training, please share your feedback now by pressing the button below and completing a few brief questions. If you haven't yet watched the other videos in this training, then we ask that you do so before completing the form, but we welcome you to watch this brief intro tutorial as many times as needed in order to feel comfortable with the most basic functions of the spreadsheet. Now, once you submit your feedback responses, you're going to receive an email confirmation that has a link connecting you to your very own Cash Flow Cruncher spreadsheet. The spreadsheet can be opened with any version of Excel or open source. Now, should you have any trouble opening your copy of the Cash Flow Cruncher, you'll be provided contact information in that same email, which you can use to reach us for assistance. This tool is considered by most to be a very valuable and easy to use spreadsheet. When you first select the link associated with the Cash Flow Cruncher, it will ask you if you'd like to open or save the document. Select the preferred file type, and it will default to Excel unless you do not have Microsoft Office on your system. And in that case, you'll be able to download an open source file with similar functionality for free and open the file using that. Depending on the program that you have, you may receive a cautionary pop-up that warns you only to open from a trusted source. The file can most certainly be trusted, so go ahead and move forward with that. Now, once you agree to allow the document to open, the first page that will be available is an instructional page, which will walk you through the basic steps to complete the spreadsheet. You'll notice that the Cash Flow Cruncher is divided into several tabs that are located here at the bottom of the screen. The first page that you'll want to complete is the Revenue and Assets page. Now, you'll see space to complete everything from your income sources and totals to all of your assets. On the right side, we've included tips for completing each section as well as a notes section for you. When completing your revenue and expenses pages, you'll want to rely on averages. So if you earn steady income and you have relatively steady expenses, you might be able to conservatively estimate averages by calculating just a few months worth of records and then dividing it by the number of months that you added to the total. It's recommended not to use any fewer than 3 months worth of averages for your income and expenses. On the other hand, if you earn inconsistent income because you're self-employed or earn commissions or what have you, you will want to use a higher number of months when completing your averages for the Cash Flow Cruncher. The next tab that you'll complete includes space for details that are related to your debts. This page has many features that other budgeting tools and account trackers just don't have that'll be quite useful to your debt elimination and investing plan. Here on the right side of the page are 2 columns, for example, that will automatically calculate the target rate and the utilization ratio of each account, which are critical to your cash flow planning process. You'll learn more about these 2 components in the other short video tutorials of this training. The target rate, for example, allows you to know which accounts are mathematically able to free up as much cash flow as possible while you attack debt. Whereas the utilization ratio will help you determine the impact to your credit scores as you navigate the options that you have. Remember to only account for the minimum payments here in the monthly payment column, not what you actually pay. It is recommended to eventually use rewards accounts for as many monthly expenses as possible and then pay off the rewards credit cards in full prior to the due date, meaning you wouldn't pay any interest. If you pay the account in full each month, make sure that you do not double count the payment for the categorized expense in either the personal or business expense tabs. In other words, if you have a total of $1,000 in business expenses each month that are itemized here, that you could actually pay for with a rewards credit card that you pay off in full each month, then you can do one of 2 things. You can either put the $1,000 payment here in the credit card column and then leave the specific categories of those items blank, which is easier but less precise, or you can leave the payment blank here on the debts page and itemize the $1,000 by each category on the proper tab here. This is more detailed, but it takes more time. The choice is yours, but just be careful not to double count the payments or your cash flow totals will not be accurate. Once the income, debts, and expenses tabs are completed, which should take 30 minutes or less, simply review the cash flow summary tab in order to see exactly how much money you'll have left over on average each month. With that total, you can then begin to calculate the MLS and ALS that's explained in detail during the other free tutorials in this training, and you'll know exactly the appropriate lump sum that you can use from a debt weapon to accelerate the elimination of your debts or any other financial goal. With that information, you can use the loan calculator page found here in order to estimate the total savings that you could expect to see. Finally, prior to your free one-on-one coaching session, which is the second part of this extraordinary training, you'll want to begin thinking about your top 3 to 5 5-year goals. The amazing 7-step journey that we're going to take you on could never be possible without first knowing where you want to end up. Now, we've conveniently included a page here for you to reference, which will provide you adequate space to reflect on what is most important to you and your family. What type of results do you want to see with your debt elimination plan? And what type of lifestyle do you want to live? What steps do you plan to take over the next 5 years to achieve it? How much do your goals vary from the other members in your household? What investment strategies do you have, and how much money will you need for them? With this handy tool, you'll easily be able to manage your progress and properly prepare for the one free phone coaching session that you've earned by participating in this training. In advance of your free session, please spend 30 minutes or less completing your cash flow cruncher so that our experts will have a chance to review your game plan and help you decide which techniques are best for your specific circumstances. These instructions will be provided again when you schedule your free session. The goal here is to help you implement better or safer strategies and use better tools without it inconveniencing your life. You will find the simple steps that we provide quite easy to follow and have an enormous impact on you over time. Check out what this student says about that. Kathy Weimer with RE/MAX says that we are happy to recommend VIP to anyone who wishes to get their finances under control or make money go further. As we were taught to examine our own finances, we were surprised and a little shocked to see how our money was being underutilized. VIP has high integrity and great knowledge to impart. There are almost always different ways to eliminate massive interest and stress from your life, using tools and resources like these. We encourage you to watch all of our video tutorial chapters and schedule your one free coaching session with an expert. And after you see the other videos, don't forget to get your cash flow cruncher for free by pressing the button below and answering a few brief questions. Finally, if you appreciate the value of this education, please share a link to the website with your friends, family, clients, and coworkers. And remember, cash flow plus education equals power.